Welcome to the African Diaspora Forum podcast. We are doing our second episode. We are joined by Cde Serge Lwamba. He's from the Democratic Republic of Congo. We are talking about the challenges in the Democratic Republic of Congo. As you know, that Congo is the richest country in Africa, or one of the richest countries in Africa. There's so much interest in the minerals of the Democratic Republic of Congo. I am Ngwabuto Nicholas Mabena, Executive Director of the African Diaspora Forum. You know that the Congolese are all over the world, mainly in South Africa as refugees. They are not sharing in the economy of their own country. We are joined by, as I've already said, by Cde Serge to give us a background on what is happening in Congo, so that at least we have a better understanding of our continent, Africa. Welcome, Cde Serge.
Thank you very much, Comrade Mabena. Thank you very much to the viewers.
What is happening in the DRC? What is the challenge faced by the people of the Democratic Republic of Congo?
Okay, thank you. The challenge which the people of Democratic Republic of Congo we are suffering from. I can go back into the background of the history a little bit. From the colonial system, our colonizers, they left DRC in a certain stage with a lot of unpolished business. I can call it what they left. I can call it. I'm calling it as a legacy of colonialism. Yeah, of colonialism. Our colonizers, they left a lot of unfinished business, and the unfinished business is, as you can see it already, just in the after the independence, the following year, the crisis started already in DRC.
For the benefit of our viewers, Congo was colonized by Belgium.
Yes, Congo was colonized by Belgium, which is the master of colonizers. It was the King Leopold II. Yes,
who murdered millions of Congolese.
Yeah, who never even reached the land of Congo. He never actually. He never came in Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But on the eve, after the independence, just a year following.
When was in the independence, by the way?
1960, we had our independence. But 1961, we started already having problems.
Okay.
We had first secession.
Okay. Freshly
coming from the independence, where all the institutions and the things are still in places. It was the first secession. It was the Katanga secession. Katanga. The second one from Katanga, which was led by Moses Chombe. The second one, it was in Kasai, led by Kalonji. The third one, it was in Kisangani, led by Kizenga.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You can see that. And on top of that, there were some rebellious groups, let me call them like that.
Okay.
The Muleles and all those things, they were opposing.
Okay.
And you come in Katanga again, you find still, when during the secession, you find also those are opposing the secession. So it was a serious crisis.
Yeah.
All those were orchestrated by the colonial masters. The colonial masters orchestrated that. For which reason, they know better than us, but what I'm suspecting is because of the wealth which you're talking about, the resources.
Okay. So this secession, was it along tribal, ethnic lines, or can you take us through that?
Yes. In Congo, when we didn't have political parties per se, we started with ethnical group which converted themselves to political party after some times. For the independence, 1959, I think so. When we have Abaco, which was the Alliance of Bakongo, which we have CONACAT, Congress of National Congress of Katanga. We had there were many those groups, but they converted themselves to be political parties.
Then it's after independence, Comrade Patrice Lumumba gets killed, Mobutu takes over. What happens?
Well, Mobutu took over after it was a democratic government with Patrice Lumumba, which we had elections where the first president of DRC was Joseph Kasavubu, whom the prime minister was Lumumba. We went from there, we shifted, now it was a coup, Mobutu took over the power with the blessings of Americans. The fear, remember during that time, it was during the Cold War. What was the fight? The fight, it was America and Soviet Union. From there, Americans supported Mobutu. They were suspecting these other groups will be controlled by Soviet Union, and they take over. You can see they were fighting over what? At that time it was the time of cobalt. It used to be a very precious mineral used in manufacturing of different aircraft and different weapons and all those kind of things. It was the time of that technology. As today we are in the time of lithium and lithium, which is booming.
Maybe for the interest of our viewers, we know there's a lot of history in the Democratic Republic of Congo, but Mobutu has taken over, driven out again in 1997 by Kabila the Senior. Kabila the Senior gets murdered, his son takes over, who rules over 10 years or so, then a new government takes over. Currently, under the new administration, post the Mobutu, post the Kabila administration, do we see hope in terms of rebuilding the Congolese economy?
Our wishes is that so-called hope, which is we're still hoping that there will be a good government, responsible, who can change the life of its people. But I don't believe that, because when you look at the past government, which the term which is now going to the end, I think they are going to the end this month, coming month. When you look at how they are running the government affairs, one end you can see that there is the willingness of change. But on another end, you see also the corruption is still on the peak of it. Because when you look at, frankly speaking, the corruption is too much.
It's too high.
Maybe saying, traffic of influence, I don't know how to put it, but it's still traffic of influence is still part of corruption. It's what is controlling the system. Both the Kabilas, or the old terms of Kabila, and even the one which is continuing, is still the same.
Do you think Congolese in the next few years, those that are in South Africa, would go back to Congo and assist in rebuilding of the country, as we know that you are going to elections in Congo? Do you see that happening?
That is a very difficult question. It's very optional. There's a lot of potential in DRC up to now. We're all willing to go back, but the system doesn't really facilitate. The system doesn't facilitate. Those few which they can name, they are into the system because they have they have connections, political connections, auntie, uncle, friend from the certain club, so we can name them. So those are the people are trying to break through into the system. To say, oh, we are making it. But to say just frankly, like someone just coming from out of the blue like me, I don't have anything, I don't know anyone, I just go there, I start my own thing. Due to some issues, it's still not yet easy.
It's not easy for people to go back.
Yeah,
maybe the last question, do you know what's the estimate number of Congolese that are in South Africa?
Honestly speaking, if we don't even know how many we are in DRC.
Okay.
For me to know how many we are in
There's never been a census in the DRC.
There's been census. Personally, I only benefited from one census, which took place in 1984.
And at the time, what was the population?
It's 30 million.
It was 30 million. So almost close to 40 years.
No, there was a census. We had like 3 or 4 elections while I'm not in the country.
In the country,
yeah. So I don't know up to now.
So we not know
what estimation of what they are talking about, 100 million.
Okay.
But what is good, the youth is the number of youth is very big.
Yeah.
Which is we have a hope in that.
No, thank you so much. We've been talking to Comrade Serge. He's got a lot to tell us about the Democratic Republic of Congo. Some of us, when we talk of the Democratic Republic of Congo, we think of the musicians in Congo. Is it Kanda Bongo? How do I pronounce the name?
Kanda Bongo Man.
Kanda Bongo Man. And who's this other one?
No, there's so many.
They are Kofi Olomide. And the others. So that's what we enjoy, the traditional music from Congo, Kwasa Kwasa. Please like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you are on TikTok, please do follow us. We will continue in the next episode with Comrade Serge to try and have a better understanding of our history as Africans, particularly looking into the Democratic Republic of Congo. Stay safe. Goodbye.